Hi, my name is Corey Minter, and I am the president of Trinity Employment Specialists. We are a staffing company in Tulsa. In fact, this month we just won Inc. 5000's, one of their top fastest growing companies in the United States. And in the Tulsa market, we've been one of Tulsa's top 40 fastest growing companies for the last 3 years standing. One of the reasons that we believe that that has happened is because we put quality over quantity with all that we do, and we're always trying to strive to figure out ways to do things better. And a lot of people over time have taken notice of that, and they've shared this information with their friends, and we've been able to do business in this area because of this. Uh, and so for this particular segment of what I'm talking about, I would like to talk to our employees about maybe doing something very similar to what Trinity has done in the marketplace in earning trust and respect, and making yourself your own brand and being able to make yourself very valuable to those people that are around you. You know, I remember a story, well, actually, have you ever gone into Sam's or one of those? Costco does this occasionally, but where they hand out samples of something, and I don't know why it is, but for some reason those samples taste so good, right there. And when I get them home, sometimes it's not quite as good as the way it tasted right then. I think it's because they serve it right at lunch. But this is what happens to me. This is just what happens to me. I will go around and I'll grab a sample, and if it was really good, I might take a circle around and ask for another sample, or say, hey, my daughter wants one, or something like that. Especially right when it's around lunchtime, your blood sugar's down, you need something to get you picked up. And it occurred to me that when you present somebody with something that is good, they're going to want to come back for more. I've always done this. And in your career, if you present your employer or your boss or the people that are around you, if you will present them a great product, and that product really is the way that you handle things, the way that you do things, the way that you take initiative, if you will provide a great product in yourself to those people around you, they will always want to come back for more. And not only will you be more popular amongst your peers, but at some point, if you do this over and over and over again, when certain projects come up, you are going to be the person that is going to be selected, and everyone will most likely agree with your boss if they do this. You're going to be the one selected for some of the best opportunities that come around. And most people, they don't view their career like this. They just don't. They go to work and get the job done and then go home. And in my experience, that is not what wins. That's not what people who are exceptional or people that are very successful, that's just not what they do. They do something that make themselves valuable or make themselves special, or do something that keeps people wanting to come back, just like the chips and the salsa at Sam's. You just want to come back and get some more because it was good and it was favorable and you appreciated it. And so I want to go over just 3 things that I think that you should consider when trying to build your brand. And I'm talking to employees who are probably into a larger or medium-sized organization. The first thing is do more than everyone else does. And I don't think that this takes a huge, incredible amount of effort. What this takes is just looking around when you're not busy and trying to find something that you can do. You will not believe how much people will appreciate it. And in fact, I'll bet you, you probably know someone that does that. And there aren't many people that do that all the time, but I'll bet you know somebody that's done that because it's so appreciative and it's so noticeable that you just have remembered it. Well, be that person. And everyone will feel about you the way you feel about that person that you remember. I know in my life of the people that just go the extra mile. That's what they do. And I appreciate them for it. I respect them for it. The second thing is to just take initiative. I remember having opportunities, especially when I was in the corporate world. Of course, now I own Trinity Employment Specialist, but I did work in the corporate world for a little while. And I remember having board meetings, and they would say, well, does anybody want to take on this project? And it meant a little bit of extra work. And I remember at the time, I hadn't figured this out yet, but I would sit back and not raise my hand or not volunteer for some of these projects. And I would watch some of my other peers that did. And in the course of the career, in corporate life, it just never was for me. But I watched people grow in that. And I even saw myself thinking afterwards, I was like, man, I really should have volunteered to do that because that might have been a good opportunity. And I spent the rest of the time while they were working on that project being a little bit feeling left out. But it was all my own fault because I didn't take the initiative to be able to do it. I read a book by Michael Jordan, or it was an autobiography of Michael Jordan. It wasn't written by him, but he did a lot of interviews for it. And one of the things that Michael Jordan had said, and I can't remember all the statistics, but he said, listen, I have lost a lot of games, but it's because I was willing to take the shot is the only reason that I lost. But I won much fewer games than what I lost. But what I'm known for is my willingness and strong desire to take the shot. And he would really go, he just always wanted the ball. He always wanted the ball. And when the game-winning shot came on, he had something that he talked about that was just an insatiable desire to get the ball so he could go win the game, even though he had failed at doing this so many times. And he, I've heard from many great authors that you need to learn to just fail and be okay with it and learn. And in some cases, one book that I read said you needed to fail faster so you can get to success. Your failures, if you're willing to learn from them, sit back and learn from them, will be some of the best bits of wisdom that you can ever gain. And Michael Jordan had more wisdom at winning and losing games in the last seconds of the ball game. Here's what's so crazy. He always wanted the ball. He always wanted to take the shot. He lost way more games than he won, but the only thing that he's known for are his wins. I remember WD-40 is named WD-40 because that means they failed 39 times, and it was the 40th time that they came up with something. And if I remember it right, they come up with something that worked while trying to invent another product. You've got to be willing to fail and be okay with it to be able to move forward and see success. But follow Michael Jordan's rule. Always at least ask for the ball, want the ball, and go after it. Be responsible with your time management, but ask for the ball when it matters. The last thing is to show integrity and character at everything that you do. The one the one thing that would kill you in this process that I'm talking about is that if you went around and did not show integrity and character to the people that you were around. If you went around and you took on all these projects and you were a jerk to everybody around, you didn't show character in doing it, you cheated, lied, whatever you needed to do to get the job done. If that were the case, you'll never gain respect. When you go back to my very first story about grabbing the sample, well, no one wants a sample that's just a complete and total jerk to be around. Everyone wants the example, or everyone wants the sample. They want to come back to the person who shows integrity and character. It's something that's missing in our society. And if you obtain and show these things to everyone around you, you will not believe what will come for you. So I just want to leave you with that. And if we can help you at Trinity Employment Specialists in any way, whether it's staffing for your division or if you're looking for a job, we would really love to help you. Please contact us online at trinityemployment.com, or you can give us a call at 918-622-2588. Thank you.